I graduated from Fresno State University in 2009. Well, I had many opportunities growing up. I thankfully had a high school choir teacher that allowed me to conduct a little bit in high school, and I had the opportunity to be drum major for my high school band, and then continued to conducting classes in college. Both my parents are music teachers. So it was kind of something I grew up with, and I actually changed schools at various times to go to various music programs. So my middle school choir teacher was a big part of that. My high school choir teacher, high school band teacher, and my college choral director, Dr. Anna Hamry, was a big part of my desire to be a teacher. When I was going to the junior college, I tried out different professions. For a while I wanted to do history. I had a very short spell of like maybe doing math, and at one point thought about landscape architecture. But in the midst of all of that, I think it was coming to the realization of what could I do just all the time, even when I was tired, and it's been music. So I guess what has pushed me in the most to pursue choir, is that the original question? Was just that I love it, and I could just do it all the time. I actually started college wanting to teach band. I was an instrumental music major, but then I fell in love with text. I love poetry, and I love working with music and how that interplays with words. And so, of course, choir was the natural choice. That's a fantastic question. I like that question. If we're talking about like our festival repertoire that we're doing, choir, like what we just learned, which is like music that we're going to take for competitions. There's actually regulations that they have to do music that meets certain criteria. One of those is like an early music, so prior to the 1700s. We need to perform something of that time. Usually that's the piece I open with. So we're doing a piece called L'État Sum in concert right now.
I've heard of
that is written by Haydn. Our second piece is, you generally want to choose something that shows off the tone of your voice, and so something that's melodic and it's smooth lines, something that they can really just show off their voice. That's usually the second piece. And then you always want to like end your set with like a bang. So usually that means something multicultural, or something like a spiritual. So that's why our ender is always like kind of like the big ruckus type thing. El Rio buon cantore che tiene lungo verso. Dale, beve, Rio, canta, dale, beve, Rio, canta. El Rio buon cantore, ma non fa come gli altri uccelli, come Elia cantando un poco, fanne fatto in altro loco, sempre el Rio sta por saldo, quando la maggiore è il caldo, allora canta so.